What are my tips for helping raising money? This is a interesting question because it really depends on where you are in that journey. Are you pre-seed, are you seed, are you Series A, are you angels, are you, all those kinds of things. And actually just spent the last 8 weeks as a mentor with a business called Stride Equity. And Stride Equity helped teach founders how to raise money. And one of the things I did is, we have a lot of studios here in Nudge Productions, and we have this awesome green room, right? It's just the coolest. You can do anything in this green room. And we had them in the green room presenting, and then I don't want to use the word critique, but more advising them on how to get that better. And then they go and practice, and they come back. And then from the week 1 to week 8, their presentations were just mind-blowingly different.
So what did you focus on in those presentations?
Look, I think it's really about a lot of slide decks and presentations have a lot of useless information, and they're not looking at it from the viewpoint of an investor. There are certain things investors want to know, and you need to come out with them, and you need to double down on them. It's some really simple things, like if you're ever in a pitch competition, you will have been introduced, and yet everybody spends, and you've got 4 minutes. They might spend 20 seconds of that 4 minutes introducing themselves, which is a waste of time because someone just did that. So it can be things as simple as that. But I guess it's things like, what have you achieved? Where are you going to be spending the money is something that people nearly always miss. The size of the market is something everyone always harps on about, which is really irrelevant at this sort of stage.
Those giant total addressable market figures of $16 trillion.
Yeah. Like, no one cares. Like, the investor doesn't care. He wants to know what you're going to do with his money or her money, how you're going to spend it, who you are, basically who your team are, what you've done so far, how you're going to get to profitability. There's a whole bunch of this. I won't go through them now because then it will be half an hour. But and I'm happy that anyone to reach out to me and ask me, and I can give them a list. But there's a list of key things that investors want to hear. And if you focus on that and you jazz it up and you put some personality in and you don't read your slides and you don't have too much information on your slides, you'll probably have a much better hit rate.
So when you say not too much information, is it the old standard of, maybe 1, maybe 2 points in a slide? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you've got these people who put these huge paragraphs of information, and then if you watch the audience, they're squinting trying to read it. They're not listening to what you're saying, right? So you're missing the opportunity. I mean, we do at Nudge, we do fundraising videos. We help people create videos to go alongside their slide decks, which they can then email over. And so getting that information across when you can speak about it is such a privilege because it's much easier to articulate something through voice than it is through a slide. So you really want to maximize your opportunity.
Oh, very cool. Okay. Thank you for that.